Welcome to Coreum Concepts. Thanks for stopping by the channel today for a daily update. It's February 1st, 2024. I'm your host, Chris, reporting from the beautiful Monashi Mountains in British Columbia, Canada. Thanks for stopping by. If you can leave a like or a share, if I can give you some value, I'd appreciate it. It helps get the message out there. This weekend on Superledger Podcast, episode 11 on x.com, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. We're going to discuss the tokens that are launched on the SARA platform and therefore built on the Coreum blockchain. So the Coreum Community DAO so far will be discussed there. Epic Creations has launched a token. They will be there. And Chris from FlixBets has a bets token on Coreum now also. There are other projects that have launched a token on Coreum via the SARA platform. You are welcome to come on the show also and discuss your platform token, what your plans are, and introduce yourself to the community if you like. If you think you know you're going to be there, you can reach out to me via DM or the CoreumCommunityDAO.com website contact form there, and I will add you to the list. As mentioned, CoreumCommunityDAO.com, you can head there for learning about staking on the Coreum network, the DAO, what we're building here, and all the links to our Discord and all other medias we have. Smart Stake Analytics page today on the Coreum Validators. Total stake Coreum 305,528,449, representing a stable 54.8% of the supply. Hasn't moved much the last few days. 3 million tokens still pending on delegation. Gained a few more delegators of the Coreum Community DAO. Welcome. Thank you for supporting what we're doing here. We're currently in 37th in voting power. Working hard to get up to that top 32. We have 1.03% of the vote, 3% commissions, and an amazing community around that. Total crypto market cap up 14 billion at 1.598 trillion. Gold is trading at $2,055. Silver is $23.13, up a little bit here today. The DXY at 103.124, trending down. And Coreum under some pressure here at 15.677 cents. And Sologenic having some aggressive moves here in the last couple days and currently trading at 14.42 cents. Omniflix is under some pressure at 35.5, just getting back to the moving averages here now, so we'll keep our eyes on that. I've been waiting for an entry on Flix, and I'm getting ready to DCA in a bit there, it looks like. And XRP has recovered the 50 cent mark, just barely at 50.605 cents. And Bitcoin is trading just under $43,000 at this time. All right, let's get back to here and see what's happening with Map of Zones. Maybe give that a refresh. There we go. There's a lot different looking activity. IBC volume's quieted right down here. In fact, 66,000. Trading volume last 24 hours, about the same, 487,000. Market cap about the same. They still have the token price at 16.991, so I'm not too sure if that's what it's trading for on osmosis maybe. Might be worth taking a look at that if there's some arbitrage opportunities. And the other thing of note is unique delegators has crossed that 5,900 mark and heading towards 6,000. All right, and Certic, top smart contract platform projects. In their description, these platforms facilitate, verify, and enforce smart contracts. Smart contracts are self-executing based on conditions of a predefined agreement. The terms of the agreement between the parties are written directly into the code. So here you go. This is the top ones. Coreum has moved into 5th position. They were currently in 6th, and they have just moved into 5th. So exciting to see that we're moving up the charts in such a powerful category. Still completely under the radar at that. All right, and on the XRP ledger here at the XRP scan page, you can see the Ripple to 2.0.1 is starting to gain traction. The 2.0 has been well adopted, currently at 222. And that is all relevant because in the next 2 weeks, hopefully, in fact, in just over 12 days, hopefully the AMM passes. Clawback is looking like it's going to pass here in 6 days. And then hopefully we can get these two ones moving also. Cross-chain bridge and digital identifiers. I'd hope those would be the next to hit threshold. Exciting times ahead for that. And we haven't checked in with the MMRI lately, Mannarino Market Risk Indicator. If you don't follow Greg Mannarino on YouTube, I encourage you to do so. Keep you on the right side of the markets. Currently, MMRI is at 249, which is in the high risk zone, but if we stay under that 250 mark, still somewhat potential positive for the markets. All right, our friends at OmniFlix. The Flix Friday February edition is now live. Engage with all 4 video quests featuring image-based interactions from now until 10 a.m. UTC February 3rd. You got the link to begin your journey. Check the next thread for the reward structure of 2,000 Flix pool. So I encourage you to do that because Flix is just going to be a great token to have on hand, especially if you can get it for free. And this is what you're trying to do. Strive for accuracy across all 4 videos to be among the first 25 with perfect scores. You earn 10 Flix per video. In the top 50 with all correct on all 4, we'll get an extra 20. So I've already done all my 4 videos and happy to say that Coreum Community DAO does make an appearance in there, as does our friendly robot calf. So I encourage you to check that out. And there's a link to that here. I shared on my profile. Watch the Spot the Validator, Know Your Cosmos interactive video is now published by Flix Fanatics at omniflix.tv. So yeah, head on over there and check us out. And while we're on that subject, we also are running a campaign with CAF where you would have watched our interactive video some time ago and received a free NFT. If you did so and have that NFT still, we have a campaign currently on at omniflix.tv where you can claim another NFT that you're going to want to hold together with the original one. If you need to learn more about that, you can check out our Discord. DM me anytime. Happy to share what's going on at OmniFlix there. All right, as mentioned on the Superledger podcast this weekend, we're going to be going through these tokens that were launched through SARA on the Coreum blockchain. You can see there, FlixBets, Chris, he'll be there. Epic, Levi, and Michael will be there. And the Coreum Community DAO team will also be there. And hopefully we'll get some word from some of these other tokens. Looks like we got some meme tokens on the go. Kong and Quacks and Smart Pepe. So yeah, if you guys get the message here, want to appear on the Superledger podcast, you can either pop in or let me know and I'll get you a shout out that you're attending. Just wanting to check in on the pools here, see how things are going with SARA a few days in. You can see the total liquidity provided is at 355,000. 24-hour volume has exceeded $250,000, so that's fairly impressive. Swap count just over 7,000. And active stakers is growing and has crossed the 900 mark. Very positive to see. SARA token looks like it's trading just below 3 cents. So that's quite a nice airdrop, all things considered. All right, as mentioned, the interactive CAF video promotion that we have going on at OmniFlix, you can link to that here. This would be what that first NFT looks like. We had a really great response. I think just under 1,400 people received that NFT. And currently, so far out of the 1,400 that got the first one, just over 500 have already claimed the second one. So real positive story with CAF over on OmniFlix. And the other thing I'm watching on the OmniFlix market is I am top bidder for both these Fight Farm Mr. Minded Edition NFTs, and they are quite impressive, and I hope my top bid holds out. Got another day, almost 2 days to get in on that. He's in our Discord often. If you want to learn more about his project, you can easily find him there. All right, and with the XRPL AMM well on its way, be of interest to revisit this discussion with Coreum, and when Reza made an appearance on the Superledger podcast, I will play a quick link on that because I think it is quite important to hear.
And how does XLS30 play into all this? Like I've seen the images of the liquidity pools on Solargenic, and many believe or see the XRP ledger being a large hub of liquidity with those pools once they become live. How does XLS30 play into everything that Coreum's trying to build right now?
So I think that's actually a really good question, because we have been ready for the XLS 30 for quite some time now, waiting for the amendment to pass. But one thing we're really excited about is the connection between the two chains through the bridge. And so that means, if you have the XLS 30 enabled or not, you could still benefit from the, say, DeFi functionalities from, having an XRPL based token. So if you have an XRPL based token, you could bridge it over to Coreum or not. You could, easily do the AMM through Solargenic and still benefit from the, the market making and things like that.
Yeah, interesting, because the AMM on the XRPL, it's going to have its unique features for the liquidity providers, like with the auctioning process. Is that something that Coreum's looking at incorporating into the on-chain DEX there, or apples and oranges?
Well, the on-chain DEX is going to be a traditional order book style DEX. And the reason that we're rolling that out is because, when you're working with an AMM DEX, you have to provide a liquidity for, both base and a pair on any market. So let's say if you have, just as an example, tokenized gold versus USD on any AMM system, you would have to provide, liquidity for both. So you basically create markets that you have to provide liquidity on both sides. With a traditional order book, on the other hand, which what XRP Ledger currently has, you can only provide one side. And that's very important, because you could technically say, you produce a smart token and you just want to put it in the market for somebody to buy without providing the other. Well, you don't even know what the other person's going to be, creating the second market for. So you might have a tokenized gold and you're just going to create a pair, sell that tokenized gold for USDC. And you don't even have to provide the USDC to create a whole AMM market for that. So I think there's a lot of value on a traditional order book type of DEX. And that's why you basically see all the centralized exchanges still sticking to, the order book style. And I believe, while AMM is very important to provide liquidity for major tokens and main tokens on the chain, the traditional order book style DEX is super important for Coreum, because smart tokens need to be traded in that manner. So let's say you have 10,000 smart tokens on the Coreum chain. You can't really have 10,000 pools as an AMM pools, but you could have 10,000 markets where each one of these tokens are being traded at.
All right, so just a great description from Reza himself on how these DEXs work and may work together once the two-way bridge is live. It's quite exciting. It is getting closer by the day. All right, that's going to wrap it up here for today. Thank you for joining me. I'm likely going to be in Discord late this evening. If you want to reach out, ask any questions there. Thank you for all your support. Please don't forget to hit the like, share, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Peace and prosperity to you all.